Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to our healing circle today here at the Blue Star Ashram in Trinidad and Tobago. I am Prema Devi, and I will be very happy to guide you through the first segment of our circle today, followed by Divya with our Reiki segment, and of course, Gurudev, Shri Vasudeva, will be blessing us with his presence during the healing guided meditation. So in our past Sunday Sacred Conversations, we had a special request to create a grounding session, a session that would help all of us to benefit from being really grounded and balanced throughout the day as we engage in our daily activities. So I have put together a little combo, a customized practice, so you can hopefully include them into your daily practices. And it will start from the beginning through our centering. Then I'm going to take you a little bit through the breathing exercises, followed by some Qigong, Korean-style stances. And I will also show you a little bit of variations that you could use with these stances, where you could use either a staff, which is a wooden stick that you can get at any hardware store. Sometimes you could even use your broom or mop stick, wooden stick, and also a chair. Because I know that some of these stances can be a little bit challenging in terms of balancing, but are extremely helpful in terms of grounding, in terms of balancing, help with the concentration, bringing a stillness into the mind, a balance, heart, and of course, physical being. So I would like to invite you all to stand, if possible, as we begin with our centering. And I would just like to ask you to open up your legs slightly, like a shoulder width apart, and just bend your knees slightly. Imagine as if you are really resting your hips on a tiny stool right behind you. You want to tuck in your hips, your pelvic area, not forward, not backwards, just as if you are sitting down, almost like in a squatting position. So now we really want to begin by having the intention of relaxing the whole body, like really relaxing the head, the shoulders, the chest, the navel area, the hips, and the legs. And I will invite you now to close your eyes as I just guide this meditation for all of us to feel more balanced, more grounded. And we'll begin by bringing our present moment awareness, by bringing right between your eyebrows, coming into the mental space. And here we want to use our most powerful tool, the mind, the intellect, to really create a nice intention and desire to be guided in our practice today, as we open ourselves to the possibility of being fully balanced, grounded, here we want to really go inwards, connecting with the self within and without. Breathing into peace and silence into the mind. Inviting the Masters of the Light into our space. allowing ourselves to open up our hearts as we bring the attention right into the chest area. If you feel guided, you can open your arms. And just setting the intention of tapping into that inner joy, happiness, and a deep gratitude for our physical bodies that really allow us to experience life through the senses. Grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow, to evolve, and here we want also to connect with the elements that also exist within. The earth element, as we feel really grounded and supported beneath our feet. The water element, the fire, noticing any heat in the body perhaps, any warmth, light, and this sense of touch and skin awareness as you gently open your arms slightly and slowly. Connecting with the air as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathing into prana and oxygen as we filling the lungs fully. And breathe out fully. Connecting with the space and the ether element. And here we really want to open up to the awareness of every cell in our body. Sending love and light to the cells in our organs, our bones, muscles, joints, skin, eyes. Breathing into the navel as you expand the belly. And breathing out as you bring the belly back towards the spine. And now bringing the awareness down onto your feet, gently push the feet down towards the ground. Feel the heaviness of your feet, your ankles, your calves and your knees, your thighs, your hips. And now bring the awareness right into the perineum area, that energetic point right between the genitals and the anus. And gently pull it up as you breathe in and relax as you breathe out. A gentle pull, breathing in, coming up and down as you relax. Exhaling. So breathing in, tightening up to the first, second and third into the navel, the belly area, and breathing out, coming back to the base, the perineum. As you do this, you can even gently engage the legs Moving up with the breath, gently up and down. Inhaling slightly as you come up, tightening. And breathing out, relaxing. And gently bending down. Expanding the belly, including right under the rib cage. You want to relax the full area. And this is a wonderful way to feel really, really grounded just by using the breath. Prana, tapping into the lower chakras, involving the physical body, and of course the power of intention and attention. Now visualizing that there are roots going down from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the center of the earth. And now as you breathe in, imagine that this prana and energy and oxygen are coming all the way right up through the roots, through your feet, to the navel, and you breathe it out. Connecting with the earth, the perineum, and the navel as you expand the belly. Here we want to engage a little bit of a gross breath, listening to your own inhaling and exhaling. The gross breath allows us to stay more into the body. With the subtle breath, we tend to go more inwards, but we really want to stay balanced here as we are doing our grounding, centering. So breathe in fully through your nostrils, down into the belly, and breathe out through the nostrils fully. You can engage the Ujjayi breath into the throat, back to the medulla point, and connecting with the brow as you breathe in, pulling up through the perineum, Ujjayi breath into the throat, and breathe in through the brow, connecting, and exhale. Up perineum, Ujjayi throat, medulla, brow, and exhale down to the base. So now here we're doing it all together, and I can feel the really powerful energy that is being created with so much grace and blessings. So really tap into the energies, allow yourself to open up fully. And one more. And relax. Breathing out through the mouth. Beautiful. Now give your feet, hands, and legs a nice shake. Now, hopefully you are feeling much more into the physical body, more awake. Now we're going to do a little bit of tapping into the navel, because this is also a wonderful way of getting really into the body. And when you are really into the body, you are actually tapping into the physicality, feeling more grounded, more heavy in a way. And again, we're tapping into the lower areas. So we're gonna tap 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And here we go up with the left shoulder, long. And now we come to the shoulder. And now we bring the left palm up. Here we are awakening every cell in the body, tapping into all the meridians, armpit, and bending to the right. Coming back to center, and we release. And now we go to our right long. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now bringing the right palm up. And tapping, clapping here. Coming back to shoulder. Armpit. And now bending to the left. Coming back to center. And now here we want to push the hips back. So notice the spine is completely erect. Like I haven't bended my back, so we want to bring the palms right on your kidneys and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now back through the back of the legs, all the way down, bending the knees gently, tapping into your insteps, coming up through the front of the legs, and down through the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and inwards up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hips. Nice. And now here we come back to the belly area. 1 palm up and 1 down. Here we want to stimulate the whole abdominal space and coming up to the chest. And to release any emotional luggage we may have there, just use the sound and louder, and faster, and sweep it down. Nice, wonderful. So now we're going to get really into the stances. We're going to bring our feet together. And here, let's set the intention of keeping our attention through the whole practice in our dungeon area. You have heard me talking about the dungeon is just 2 inches below the navel. So just try to breathe in and out into these points as we do the exercises. And again, staying really into the body, really in the now. So here we're gonna breathe in as we open the arms wide. And breathing out. 1 more. And out, bringing palms to chest. Now here we imagine that we are holding an energy ball within our palms. As we engage in these different stances, we're going to move in different directions, but keep the attention into this ball as we move the palms in different directions. So here we gently bend the knees, coming onto the right side and opening the left leg to the left side and turning your left heel to the left side, and now with your toes lifting the right heel, we push the leg down. Now turning to the left side, pushing the right arm and palm forward, and your left palm is facing your right elbow. So now here our right leg is fully stretched, the left knee is bended, and here we want to bring the attention, our eyesight right into the top of our right fingers. And here, we really want to bend the left knee as much as we can, pushing the feet down towards the ground. This is what really helps us feel even more grounded. The heaviness of the lower area. And as you continue to stay in this stance, I'm just gonna hold the staff so I can show you a variation for those that are having difficulty with this stance or position. So you can always hold the staff, the stick, like this, and use it to help you with the stand. So you can use it with one palm, if possible, if not with both palms. But you are still working your legs, your thighs for strengthening, and also here we want to engage the perineum as we are focusing at the tip of our fingers, tightening the perineum slightly, your abs, the belly, and also a chair could be used in this situation. So here, again, we want to use the same pose, using a chair either with one palm while using the other one to keep our focus and attention, or using both palms as you are still bending the left knee. And now bringing the left palm towards the right one towards the left, holding this energy ball, gently lift your right heel, turning back to center. Now as you lift your left toes, we come back to center, and now we lift the right toes, turning towards the right side. Pushing the left palm out, and the right one is facing your left elbow. Again, here, the more we push the feet down, the more we are working on the thighs, strengthening, grounding, balancing. Here we are bringing the fire down, the water up element. Breathing into your dungeon or navel as you expand, and breathing out. Bringing the left palm back, right in front of the right one, holding this energy ball as you come back to center slowly. Both feet are facing forward, and now here we want to come into a more like a squatting position. Bending the knees even more, tucking in the pelvis, and now we lower the arms, opening up to the sides, palms facing forward. Again, focusing the attention into your dungeon area, the perineum. And here, just allow the body to relax, and notice if your tailbone is gently rocking from side to side. Placing the attention at the tip of your fingers. And again, pushing the feet down towards the ground. You can even add here the roots element, feeling roots going down from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the center of the earth. Adding a nice, beautiful smile to the face, enjoying the burning. You're probably very hot by now. A lot of heat gets generated as the blood circulation gets fully activated. The energy. And now here we want to bring the palms down by our waist area, making a fist. And now bringing the body weight onto our right leg and bringing the left toes forward, almost on a 45-degree angle. So we want to Make the effect again of sitting as if you are sitting on a chair with your right leg, and here your left heel is up. So again, you will feel the burning sensation on your right thigh as both knees are bended, and we're gonna bring the palms right in front of us. The left palm is pushing out, and your right palm is facing your left elbow. Again, the attention is right at the tip of your left fingers, and the more you bend your right knee, the more grounded you will feel. The more heat, the more strengthening. And even in these positions, you can also use the chair and the staff. Because what you're really working is the lower area. The hands, of course, extremely help, but we can always adjust as needed. And now here we bring the left palm back, holding your energy ball. Your left toes come back to center, and now we switch sides, bringing the body weight to the left leg and pushing the right toes forward. And now here the right palm comes out, the left one facing your elbow and bending the left knee. Breathing into your dungeon and breathing out. Placing the attention in the perineum, gently tightening as well as your abs. Bringing the right palm back to center, your right toes. And here, while holding still the energy ball, we're gonna come back to the left side, turning, and now here we want to bend the right knee as well as the left one and push your arms. Imagine that you are pushing against a wall right in front of you. And remember, the more you lower the legs, the more you are working the lower area. The tight muscles, the more grounded you feel. And here again, balancing, breathing in and breathing out. And you can go with these stances as long as you wish at home, for as many minutes as you can stand to be in these positions, which are extremely helpful. And now making a fist with both palms, bringing them back to waist, turning back as we come back to center gently, and now turning to the left. Pushing the palms out, bending both knees, lowering and really pushing your limits. Enjoy the heat. Notice how the body feels, the emotional space, the mind. And now making a nice fist again, bringing it towards the waist, coming back to center. And we give it another nice shake to legs, arms, and palms. And another final exercise that we're going to have is our heavenly push-ups that are extremely grounding and also bring a lot of vitality into the body. So we open the legs a little bit wider apart, coming into the squatting, palms facing up, and we do 10. Ready? 1, imagine the huge rock that you are holding is so heavy. 2, push hard, tightening perineum, abs, pushing the feet down. 3, really using those muscles in the whole body. 4, 5. Enjoying your body fully. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And hold it, hold it, hold it. 10. And relax. Very good. Give it a nice final shake. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you feel really vital, really grounded, that you can continue to do it every day if necessary. And now you will be happy to be sitting as Zivia guides you through the next beautiful Reiki segment. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone. I am Divya, and it is my pleasure and honor to guide you through our Reiki session today. So today, I want to do our session a little bit different. I want to deepen the experience a bit more for us. Today, I want you to tap into that intuitive guidance that will help you to place your hands where you need to place them. So I will not be doing much speaking today, except to, let you know when to change your hand position, or maybe to bring you back to that place of stillness. So today I want you to really go deep. I want you to feel that Reiki energy. I want you to know that you are that Reiki energy. I want you to know, and the masters tell us this, that we are the universe, and the universe is us. So we don't have to do anything. We don't have to work for anything. We just have to remember that. Okay? So let's bring our hands in Gasho, which is the prayer position. And this is not just a simple act. We press our fingertips together, and the palms, there's a slight space between the palms. And when we press our fingers together, we stimulate the meridians. We actually connect, or we feel, or we sense the 3 diamonds, earth energy, which is the lower 2 fingers, heart energy, which is the middle finger, and the upper 2, the 2 that's closest to the heart, sky energy or heaven energy. And the space in between the palms is the space that we create in the mind, in the heart, where we allow that healing to come from. And as we bring the hands together, we bring everything to that point of center. And that's the place of wholeness, the place of healing. And automatically, our minds become peaceful, our hearts become open and loving, and we feel that place of center. And let's just take a few deep breaths into the navel center as we ground ourselves wherever we are. We are supported by the Masters of the Light. They are with us, helping us to do exactly this. And let's just set our intention for our healing. And lift our hands to our third eye as we offer that intention to the divine. And then we let it go. Now bring the hands back to the heart center. And remember, we are the Reiki energy. We don't need to do anything else. Just remember, we are the Reiki energy. It's within us. It's all around us. And in that space of stillness, in that space of intuitive guidance, let's just place our hands wherever we need to place them. Our body is intelligent. It knows what it needs. We don't have to follow the traditional hand positions. Wherever your hand is guided to go, just place your hands there. Just know that the energy is flowing to where it needs to go. You can change your position now, or if you feel you need to stay longer, you can keep your hands there. We are one with the energy. We are supporting our body with healing because we are already whole. Have no expectations. Simply allow the energy to flow and detach. Don't try to force anything, just allow it. You can change your position now. To wherever you feel guided. Our needs are all different. You are sending unconditional love to your body. Feel how your body is responding to that. Stay in that space of stillness. Loving being, peaceful being. can change your hand position now. Can you feel your light burning brighter and brighter? Can you feel the layers being peeled away? The more you allow it, the more light can flow through. You can change your hand position now. Reiki energy wakes up your body's wisdom so it can guide you to where your hands need to go. And from that space of stillness, from that place of center, you're not doing anything, you're just allowing healing to take place. You can change your hand position now. Don't allow the mind to wander. The energy becomes scattered when you allow that. Keep it still, keep it quiet. And just be. Be love. Be peace. Be Reiki. be healed. And now, let's just shake our hands off and bring our hands back in Gasho as we remain in that space of center. Let's get ready to send healing to our prayer box, to all the requests that are held in our box. Now, I'd like you to just raise your hands, palms facing forward. And from that space of stillness, from unconditional love, let's send our healing wishes, our prayers, Reiki energy to all the requests that are held in our box. You can also bring into the space anyone that you know who needs healing. You can bring them to mind as we send healing to them. Beloved God, Gurus, Masters of the Light, we thank you for all the healing that took place and all that is yet to come. We love you, Lord. We thank you, Lord, and we praise you, Lord. Thank you, everyone, for co-creating such a beautiful session. And now, let's just remain in that beautiful space as we get ready to welcome Guruji, who's going to take us through the meditation segment. Thank you, and namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to the meditation segment of the Healing Circle. And today I'd like just to say a few words on physical well-being. You well know that well-being is not just physical. And the greater part of well-being is in the subtle space. Mental well-being, emotional well-being, spiritual well-being, social well-being, how you open yourself to life around you. So you may carry a body that is not well, that may have some impairment, but at the other levels you can be powerfully well. So it's important to understand that. That even if someone is in the transitioning stage, the well-being has to be on the inside, very powerful, that they don't carry the idea that they are not well. And it's extremely important to understand that the physical part of you belongs to nature, and it goes back to nature. So the subtle part of you, the soul part of you, is immortal and can remain as a shining light at all levels, despite what is happening with the body. The body can be aging, the body can be handicapped in different ways, but you should consider how important well-being in the inner space, how important it is. So it can carry the physical body despite its condition. But I want to say a few words on the excitement and fascination of carrying a human body, when you can really appreciate it. The human body is not just a lump of flesh. It's endowed with intelligence in every cell. It's a body that carries systemic intelligence, that it can repair itself without you having to think about it. It can digest food without you having to think about it. It can circulate blood through this whole system. So it's built with that innate capacity in it for life, in every cell. But it needs a driver. And that's where the soul comes in. So your soul comes into the body at the appropriate time. And according to much research in hypnosis, it comes in when the body is about to come out of the physical body of the mother. It has to come in because its pranas need to drive. The pranas of the soul need to drive the physical body, so it has to come in to take that first breath of life. That its pranas, its prananapana will drive the lungs and the sensory system and the operational system, all the pranas. So if you really appreciate that your soul pranas are what drive the body. And your soul, in its inner space, in its immortal consciousness, can stir well continuously. And that's why in the Mahamrityunjaya mantra we pray for the immortal consciousness. Why do we put such an emphasis, ma-amritat? And literally it means, do not withhold from me immortal consciousness. Do not, ma-amritat. Do not withhold from me immortal consciousness. And it says, take away from my mind, take away mortal consciousness from me. Mrityur mokshya. And with that, take away all the attachments that I may tend to have in my mind and an emotional being. Take away all the attachments that are unhealthy. And let the fragrance, let your fragrance, sugandhim pushtivardhanam, let your fragrance or your nourishment in the inner space, your pranas, nourish me. Sugandhim, which means fragrance. Pushtivardhanam, nourish and brings prosperity, growth. Are you fascinated by your body? Despite its age or conditioning or condition? Do you realize that you're a soul in a body and your soul is independent of the body? Your soul can come out of the body? Undiminished in its mental and emotional capacity and pranas, undiminished. But because the soul lives in such illusion, the maya, even when it comes out of the body, it still cannot cognize its spirituality. That's why it's so important whilst in the body to grow the spiritual consciousness. Because even after it leaves the body, it hangs around the earth plane if its consciousness has not grown. It is still unevolved. So it hangs around places and hangs around people and it can go higher. But those of us who really work the evolutionary potential and we grow in consciousness, when we leave the body, we can go to higher realms beyond the physical realm. What I try to do in the healing circle is to bring you to a center where you can actually observe this. Observe the pranas in the body. You can center in the chakras of the body. You can open up the consciousness in a co-creative way by being together. So that's what I try to induce in our group, continuously. And the secret of the master is that if you hold a master in your consciousness like a template, the template of what you want to be, what you see in the master that you like and you want to have in your own being, if you hold that strong enough within your consciousness, those same energies will be awakened within you because they're latent within you. They're sleeping inside of you. So you should be vibrant with inner well-being, driving the body to its best potential, taking care of the body, feeding it well, resting it well, exercising it well. And exercise shouldn't be something laborious that you have to go to the gym or you have to spend 30 minutes and 45 minutes and an hour in laboring in exercise. No, exercise should be fun, it should be a joy. Not necessarily in a closed room, out in nature as much as you can, once the weather permits. And nowadays we have so many equipment that with screens that you have nature right before you as you are on a treadmill or so. And the whole idea of exercising is that when you're exercising, you need to use your mind and your pranas, your pranayama, and really enjoy fitness at every level. It should be a joy. Just like the healing circle should be a joy. Because you have a chance to energize the body at all levels. So make meditation a joy, make fitness a joy, make living in the body a joy, make the human experience a joy. Can you? Will you? Do you? And look at the marvelous nature of the human body, that we are all given a special body. Of course, it's colored by our ancestry, but we're all special. We're all given a special body, and we determine its well-being. We determine its health span, how long it stays healthy. We determine that through conscious living, conscious and wise living. So, from this moment, take responsibility for your well-being and try to clean up the inner space as much as you can so that your body can have a better experience of a more evolved soul in it. And own your body. You're the gardener of the body. In the same way that you take care of a pet, feeding it, nourishing it, exercising the pet. Once you have domesticated an animal, you need to take care of it because the animal considers you to be the guardian. So too with your physical body. Once you've come into it, own it. It is an animal by nature. It's a creature by nature. That's how I see my body. I put it to sleep. I wake it up. I nourish it. And I perform my human role, my soul's role in the human body by taking care of my body. So it's a passion for me. I hope that it can be the same for you. So let's make meditation a joy today as we go inward. Let's first of all center in immortal consciousness, in the mental space, in the emotional space, and in the space of the pranas, the vital currents of energy that come from the soul, operating the physical body. We call them vayus. And just remember that the mental field is a very powerful field. Intentions come from there, attention comes from there, focus comes from there. Visualization comes from there. It's a very powerful and creative and impactful field. So let's observe that field, the field of the mind. It is the space in which thought arises. It is the space in which thoughts move, thoughts are sustained, and thoughts are changed. As you observe the mental space, observe for the patterns of thinking that might be there, the mental patterns that tend to hold you, the belief patterns, and try to move beyond them, keeping an open mind, an intuitive mind, moving away from beliefs. And then observe the subconscious nature of the mind, because you can still be restless at a deeper level, even though at the normal conscious level, you think that you are at peace. But in a deeper level, at a deeper level, there's restlessness. So the more you can open the mind, the deeper you can go into observing the physical level, the emotional level, the vital levels. The more you can observe every level, the more you can work in them by bringing peace to each level. Peace in the mental space, peace in the listening space, peace in the emotional space, peace in the core space of the body, the core energy center of the body, peace in the sacral space, peace in the physical space. Let the mental peace pervade every space. And use the breath to help you there, because the breath is connected to every level. Using the Ujjayi technique of the breath, just breathe out slowly and breathe in deeply. Slowly out, consciously. Pausing at the end of the out breath, opening up the belly to breathe, full breathing. The chest, open up the shoulders as you breathe into the throat. And connect with the center of the eyebrows and the medulla point as you breathe. When you connect the center of the eyebrows, that point, the brow center, with the body, with the senses, you are actually activating Manas Chakra. On the Manas Chakra, you begin to feel a pressure at the center of the eyebrows in that connection with the body, or you might feel a knot there, or a kind of pulling sensation there. Begin to explore that. For those of you who tend to disappear into the crown, don't go there. Open up the crown, certainly, but stay at this knot at the center of the eyebrows that you can feel, and that is associated with the medulla point, where you can breathe prana into the body, or where prana comes into the body. So when you focus on the Manas Chakra and the medulla, you begin to really observe prana. Take your time, no stress. The ease of breathing, this energy and experience is already in the field. I'm inducing it very powerfully in my being. And holding you in that space. Just focus at the center of the eyebrows, in body consciousness, in consciousness of every level, breathing with the Ujjayi. And then as you open the belly to breathe, as you open the chest to breathe, as you breathe into the throat, just observe how your vitality grows. How balance begins to come. And realize how important breathing out is, as well as breathing in. In breathing out, you empty the lungs, and you make space for the air that you breathe. And in breathing, you use the apana vayu to push the currents out, and the prana vayu to open up the lungs. And in the prana vayu and the apana vayu, brings more balance to the pranas. It brings pranayama, management of the prana. As you begin to really do what I'm saying to the best that you could, you'll begin to feel the pranic currents and the apana, or prana and apana. Furthermore, as you begin to do this, and Kundalini is really awakened, as I believe it's awakened in all of you, this will happen in a rhythm that is guided from inside. The prana will gently move into the apana, and the apana will gently move into the prana until you have a seamless circle of prana and apana happening. In-breath goes into out-breath, and out-breath goes into in-breath, and there's a beautiful harmony in the prana. The pranayama brings much balance. Now, when I do that, a mantra automatically comes into my mind, because I associate this with the Om mantra of the brow. So I'm intensely working the Manas chakra with the body, so it can bring balance at all levels in the human experience. If you hear a little sound in my microphone, it is the breath and the Manas chakra. well-being. The consciousness should be that of balance, of well-being at every level. Peace in the mind, lovingness in the heart, the intention to stay balanced at every level. Maintaining rhythmic breath. Tapping into the firepower of the Manipura, the belly as you breathe. Opening up to the sacral energy. Bringing it as much as you can, the vital energy from there, to the belly and to the heart. And finally to the brow. Begin to draw the energies from the lower area as much as your consciousness can do. And stay in this process with me. Well-being at every level. This is the joy of revitalization. This is the joy of rejuvenation. You actually feel that your body is younger. And youthfulness manifests more and more in your being. And you have the joy of restoration. Of energies that you've expended. And I have vibrating in my consciousness the joy of Om, Om, in every breath. Just remember to do this lovingly. Love is a healing energy, restoring energy, nurturing energy, and emerges from the heart chakra, the central space of the heart in the subtle body. Now open yourself to the collective field where you can connect with everyone in the virtual space. In the consciousness that we are all one. As we network across distance. The collective field is a very supportive field as we open up to the love of everyone, the peace of everyone, and synergy happens. And hold the intention that all be well. All be centered in the consciousness of well-being. Learn to be your brothers and sisters' keeper. Caring for everyone. Let all be held in the consciousness of well-being. Let all be open to spiritual awakening and consciousness. Let us grow together in consciousness expansion. Let us stay healthy together. Hold our awareness. Now let's show appreciation to the field of nature. Our bodies are supported by water from nature, food from nature, light from nature, the space of nature and its energies. And let's feel gratitude for the gift of the human experience, that we can meet together as souls in earth bodies. To share life experiences on the path and to grow together. Let's chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra for each other and for all souls. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam amritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe Sugandham pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam amritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you everyone for joining in our healing circle today. Always joy to have your company. I hope that you appreciated my words today, that you can treat with your physical body as a gift from nature to you, its uniqueness, its potential, that you can really work in harmony with it. It's beautiful when you can. Don't abuse it. Just as we don't try not to abuse pets, we shouldn't abuse the physical body. And you easily abuse it when you take loads of white sugar, so much coffee, remain sluggish, lots of stimulants, too much alcohol and wine, and the rest. When you look around society today, your tendency might be, I can try this pastry, I can try that. Whenever you're doing these things, use healthy stuff. If you must have pastry, it must be healthy. If you must have food, organic as much as you can. If you feel for sweets, stay with the fruits as much as you can. The dry fruits, the green fruits, the ripened fruits. Stay with it. And when you exercise, no need to be in a closed space and to labor. Open your windows and breathe the air. Enjoy every bit of your movement. Stay with the pranas, learn the pranas. Be with your body cells and just watch the body be revitalized, the same as you did in the healing circle. That's what I did. I remained totally conscious and stay with the body, and I enjoy the process of revitalizing the body, rejuvenating the body, restoring the body's energies. I enjoy the whole process. It becomes a joy. Meditation becomes a joy. When life becomes a joy completely, when you can go to sleep with joy in your heart, when you can wake up with joy in your heart, when you can enjoy every conversation around you with joy in your heart for the karmic play, and the karmic play protects you when you yourself choose the noble thoughts, the noble emotions, the noble intentions. Karma holds you in its protection. So if you feel unprotected and insecure, it means that you're not doing something that is right, so to speak. You're creating your own experience that is not a well-being. Of course, you're free to do anything you want. Life has given the ultimate freedom. Choose wisely. For the better experience, choose wisely. You did it today in the healing circle. Continue to do it. So I look forward to our meeting on Sunday. I hope that all of you have joined the online course on well-being, and there's so much good stuff there. Even when I go back and listen to these audios, I relive the experiences of these sessions. We have packaged it nicely for you. You don't have to do much work. In fact, you can read all the key points first and the hints of meditation and the lifestyle practices, and then go and listen to the talk. And then it becomes more clear. then practice the meditation, it becomes more joyous. Let's stay well, everyone. It's important to stay well. Because if the body becomes impaired in any way, it influences our minds. And we don't want that. As much as we can, let's strive for a healthy body. And remember what I said. Well-being begins on the inside. Even if the body is not well, in your soul, you can continue to be well. Remember that. Have a blessed day, everyone. Always a joy to be with you. Thank you for your company today. Namaskar.